today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Complete to Rob Gronkowski.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down is Brady. going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Brady's pass, complete to LaShawn McCoy. A gain of 5 brings up second and
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Out of the gun, Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that's incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Watson. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Play by Kyle Fuller.
Throwing again. Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Going up top from Miller. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Sliding out of the... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Pierre Paul. Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Buccaneers nothing.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Bucs take
31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
For Mike Evans.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 44.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 50 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. On the return, Ogunbowale. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more time.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
Matt Gay.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordell Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Trubisky. And Graham's got it over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham. As the first half is winding down. As the Bears push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Brady will try again on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And they'll begin by running the option. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Cohen. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Trubisky
losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro for the Bears field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Buccaneers 7.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The throw there by Brady intended for Grownski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Going deep this time for Miller. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And his throw here's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Trubisky's pass.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Good. Makes the score Bears 23, Buccaneers 7.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ogunbowale on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, Ogunbowale. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ogunbowale on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So out come the Bucs now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
To throw again. Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Brady now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Throwing again. Brady. And he floats one there, incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
On the coverage.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And 5 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.